So good evening, everybody. If you are here for the very first time tonight, would you please put it in the Zoom chat? Let me know that it's your first time here and just say hi, how long you've been playing and where you're watching from, just so I can say hello and welcome you. I would really appreciate that. And I do see we have a really nice crowd watching from YouTube already and on Zoom. And I still have a few people coming in. I do always try to go a little slower and explain things pretty clearly because I do know we have new players and we have our experienced expert players here during the evening. So just know that I will try to do my best, but don't be shy. If I say something that you don't quite understand, you could put it in chat. I'll be happy to explain it. I also hang out after if anybody wants to ask questions. So after I do my sign off at the end, and there's just something that you want to ask and you don't want to ask it during the evening, feel free to hang out. And that's a great time to get some additional one-on-one coaching. As many as you already know, my name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight is all about building your Mahjong skills. And I get to play against the bots over at I Love Maj and have a good time. For anybody who's not been here, the format of this evening is that you will use the Zoom chat or if you're logged in through YouTube, use the chat there to ask questions. But I do call on you guys to help me out when I'm torn between certain things and I have a decision to make because I like to make it interactive. Of course, if nobody says anything, well, it's just going to be my decision. But I think it's more fun when I take some votes and get your input. So let me go ahead and head over to I Love Maj so we can get started. All right, this is the I Love Maj game launchpad. If you're not familiar with ilovemaj.com, this is where I do all of my Wednesday night live streams. Why do I use this site? Because I do believe it's one of the most intuitive sites and offers so very much for new players. Matter of fact, the owners, the developers of this site also recently wrote a book on statistics, and it is because they do a big card analysis every year, and the book is just filled and packed with stuff. And I am very, very humbled and proud to say that they asked me to do the foreword in the book. So yeah, if you get the book, you'll get to read the foreword that I wrote. Oh my God, I blush a little bit when I talk about that stuff. Anyway, they are really great people and they've become dear friends of Randy's and mine. They're just the smartest this couple. They're just unbelievable. And anyway, this site is so intuitive. They have an exercise room where you can come in to play different exercises that will help you learn the card more, strengthen your Charleston practice, recognize what your opponent's exposures are, all the things that you need to do to get you to be a better player. So please check it out. I am an affiliate of theirs. What that means, if you don't know, is that for everybody who signs up under my affiliate code, which is uppercase D, uppercase B, you'll get 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. And of course, I do appreciate you supporting me and signing up under, again, my link, uppercase D, uppercase B. This game launchpad is where I play against the bots, but you can also schedule and play with friends at a personal table. I have videos on my YouTube channel, MahjCon, MahjCon, which goes over how to do this, how to play with bots, how to set up a table. But if you need any assistance, you can reach out to me about anything at any time through email. Lots of ways to reach me, but you can, I like to put that in the chat. Actually, it'll be easier. I'll put one of my many emails right here in the Zoom chat, and I'll also put it in the YouTube chat for anybody there. And hello, everybody who's just joined in. I see everybody saying hi on YouTube and welcome, welcome. So happy you're here. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to play the official game. If you're new to this site, you come in and play for fun. Difference is one records your statistics, the other one doesn't. So if you want to keep track of which hands you've made, how many wins, how many losses, your rating on the site, and all that good stuff, you want to play official game. I'm going to play the intermediate bot level, standard, intermediate, and advanced is like a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced player. So they have intelligence built in. I stay at the number 2 level, not much difference between 2 and 3, or at least nothing that will really make a big difference for tonight's play. So just know I'm going to do the intermediate. I recommend you try intermediate as soon as you can. If you want to win a lot in the very beginning, standard is probably going to be easier because those bots are going to let you win more because they're going to do certain things that a more advanced player wouldn't do. So you should go ahead and move up whenever you can. All right. Well, thank you for listening to that. I feel like I have to go through that every week. Of course I do, but try to get a little bit quicker at it. If this pops up and you're new in here, just say no. You do not want to get invited to someone's table, especially when you don't know what level play they're at. So it's always better to know whose table you're going to be sitting at when it comes to that. The timer here will help you gauge how long it takes you to make a decision on a discarded tile. In the computer world, things pop up on the screen and say, do you want to call or do you want to pass? Because we're not hearing, we can't say hold or give me a minute to think on the computer. That's our way. Everything is done through clicks and buttons. Even if you start at 10 seconds, which is on the long side to make a decision, there's still a pause button, the 2 vertical symbols that represent the pause. So you still can have as much time as you want by clicking that. But this is a good thing also to help you get to a better place. I'm going to keep it off tonight because we don't want to have to worry about a timer. And I'm going to go ahead and start the game. Yay! All right, we have picked our tiles in, and I like to sort by Sue. Cleans it up for me just nicely. It gets me to see all of the multiples that we might have in the hand, which definitely help us making decisions right from the get-go, because multiples are definitely a strength in the hand. Now, this is an interesting set of tiles right now. I love that I have a couple of jokers. I don't always get so lucky to get jokers from the get-go, but I'll take them for sure. And I have 3 East, so that's a pung of East. If you're not using your terminology for the very new players here, if your teacher didn't enforce those types of learning terms during her or his instruction, I really do encourage you to get used to it. It's all over the card. Mahjong it's a new language you're learning. So pungs, that's a pung right there. Who knows? It could turn into a Kong, right? And in case you want a good way to remember it, you could just say P stands for puny. That's littler than K, which stands for King Kong, which is bigger. I don't remember. I think my friend Don is the one who told me about that, but I love it. And I use that all the time now in my classes. P for puny and K for King Kong. Easy way to remember it, right? Okay, so here we have this very nice pung of East, which makes me immediately direct my vision over to the Winds and Dragons section of the card and thinking about, well, what could I possibly do with the 3 East? And I do have a North, so it may or may not help me out. And then, of course, I've got 3 dragons as well. So I've got Winds and Dragons nicely sitting here in my hand. Now, I don't have to pick a hand right now, but sometimes when you're in a category that's so precise like Winds and Dragons, you could very easily see what the possibilities are early on. With the with the pung of east and the north, we could be looking at line 1, A or B, left side, right side, A or B. We could be possibly looking at the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line down, that hand on the fifth line. We could be possibly looking at that hand. We could be looking at the seventh line down, probably more likely on the right side, 7B rather than 7A. So that's pretty cool right there. We could even possibly be playing the bottom concealed hand if I could keep enough stuff to make that a possibility, because I do have a 2 and a soap, which is our 0. So you just never know what's going to happen with these tiles. So where am I going to go with all of this? Well, I think to start with, since I have the east, and the east are the stronger of the tiles, if I were to do something with east and west, or east and west and evens, actually, but I really kind of think, I really like that second hand from the bottom, the seventh one. Okay. Oh, now somebody just real quickly, what card are you referring to? RS, you said you just learned, right? So if you learned American Mahjong, you would need to have a National Mahjong League card to play this game. So hopefully, yeah, well, we're playing with the 2026 card, yeah, because we've been playing with it now for a few months. Okay, so anyway, going back to this, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I want to keep, I'd love to keep these eights because of line 4. If we get east and west with the eights, that would be pretty nice. And I'd almost like to keep the 2 and the 0 just to see what happens. As far as the 2026, of course, I would prefer not to pass the soap if I don't have to during the Charleston, because dragons are a pretty important part of almost every year's card, but we've got singles, lots of singles. 2, 4, 6, 8 has the single dragons. Any like numbers has single dragons. We got lots of pairs, so I like to hold them. So I think I'm going to do this right now. And I did forget to mention, when I have a lull in my talking and I get like, oh, what am I going to do, or what am I going to play during the game once we get through this, Charleston, you'll know when I am open to taking suggestions from you, but don't put it in the Zoom chat or in the YouTube chat quickly. Will give me a chance to talk through things, because what happens is I'm watching that chat window and I'll be taken away wanting to make sure I'm not missing anything important from you guys. So I think I'm going to do this right now. I mean, we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I got a red and I got another 8. Oh boy, this is something else, right? So let's look now. Let's just look at the second from the bottom hand. It would be east and west with 2 pairs of dragons. We do have a pair of flowers in there. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenging hand. I wish that hand was valued at more than 25 cents. Some of these hands, I just don't agree 100% with why that's not a 30-cent hand with 3 pairs. But anyway, it is what it is. I know one thing, I'm going to do the 1, and now I have to make a decision. I have to do this pass. It's a first across. I have no choice. What would be my best bet? Well, I'm not going to consider the concealed hand, because it is a concealed hand. So if I'm going to make a choice between something else and that, I'll go with the one that's exposed. If I can keep an eye on a concealed hand and other hands, then I'll keep an eye on both. But in this case, I have to make a choice. So now I want to keep all of this. I definitely want to keep that. If I had to make a choice between an easier hand, that one that I could use jokers anywhere, it would be the East and West with the eights. And it could also become the East with the reds, which would be the fifth hand down. Could be that as well. Ooh, I think I'll give up one of the eights. Which one is the better one? Which one? Ooh, it's so challenging to have to make a decision. I don't want to get rid of the dragons either. I guess I'll do that one. Maybe I'll get it back if I need it. Who knows? We can always hope for the best. All right. Well, I gave a north away and I got a south in, and I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to go ahead and, of course, I got a 2 in, but I don't think I'm going to keep that either again for that 2026 bottom concealed hand. I do know it's a blind pass, but I want to maximize what I get in. So I don't think I'm going to utilize the blind pass at this point. Oh, I got a south in, lots of different wins. So now I know there's a north and 2 souths out there. Okay, so do I want to continue the Charleston? You bet I do. I hope that your instructor was really, really good about explaining this. It's so important. We do not want to stop the Charleston if we have 3 tiles to pass, and 3 tiles meaning 3 that make sense to pass, not just 3 to pass, but 3 that make sense. If you had 1 tile and a pair sitting there and everything else pointed to one hand, that would not be a good choice to pass. So stopping it at that juncture would be a good decision. If you had 2 tiles to pass and a flower, and you had that flower in your hand, regardless of whether you had it in your hand the whole time, I wouldn't pass that flower because flowers are a gift. So don't pass pears, don't pass flowers, try to avoid passing dragons. These are all things try to avoid. I mean, you do the best you can. Nothing is set in stone in this game. Oh, there's that north. Oh, I think it's the one that was gone out originally. So let's see, we have anything else that's making sense right now? No, at least I have 3 to pass. Now I got a west, and I'll be very happy to take that west because that gets me a little closer to that second from the bottom hand, east-west with the dragons, and east-west with the any like numbers, but that east-west with the dragons is looking really pretty. Now I'm going to utilize my blind pass here. I'm really thinking the east-west with the dragons is the way I'm going to go. But I've had those 8s in my hand since the very beginning of the Charleston. This is a little bit more advanced for newer players, and you're not going to think of this stuff right away. But these are the things you'll start thinking of when you bring in more strategy to your game. And that is, I don't want to give a brand new tile out. If I don't end up using those 8s, that's great. I could discard them early. But otherwise, I don't want to give a brand new tile at the end of the Charleston. I love it when my opponents give me a brand new tile, especially when I can use it. I'm going to go ahead and utilize my blind pass here.
Courtesy pass.
And I'm going to do those 2. Those we saw, we gave, and all that, and a north ended up with a north again. All righty. Okay, we'll hold on to the 8s for a tiny bit. I really think that this Charleston really is pointing me to the east and west with the dragons. I'm hoping that I do get flowers, but if you never know, if I end up getting a couple of 8s and I'm not getting flowers, I may end up pivoting to that hand, but nonetheless, let's talk about prioritizing our discards. I like to discard what came in at the very end of the Charleston first. And it's probably going to be the opposite of what you would think. You're going to be thinking, why would I do that? You know, the north came to you, the north went out, the north came in, and that's true. The north did, and the north may not be a concern. But the 5 may be something that's one of my opponents had to break up and give up and was hoping to get it back, and they didn't get it back. So I want to get it out early because you want to get out the freshest tiles early in the game. Fresh tile strategy. It is my tiles, my strategy. I'm a believer of it. And I believe to get out the freshest tiles on the table first, then you could start doubling up. There's plenty of time to double up really early because you're going to end up having no fresh tiles at some point while you're picking and discarding. But getting out tiles early makes it harder for your opponents to call and claim a tile, or it might cause them to do it because they're pressured to do it because they're thinking, oh my God, I gotta call that now. And that's also a good thing because they're calling and exposing early on. That gives us more information. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these 2 here.
5 crack. So.
Okay, so I'm going to, obviously be thinking and kind of accumulating this stuff in my head.
South.
And now we have a pung of flowers up already with a joker exchange, but I need flowers, so I hate when that happens.
4 bam. Joker swap. 4 bam.
Oh, it went already. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I will do the north.
North. 2 bam. 5 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, and now I look at the table. I always am checking the table out and being prepared with my discards. I prefer that you always discard from the end. If you discard from the middle of your rack, that gives a lot of information that you don't really have something set yet. So if you always discard from the end, nobody really knows what's going on with the rest of your tiles. It's just really a good thing to do.
6 dot. 1 bam. Flower. 6 dot.
Now there's 4 flowers used already. I have 4 more chances of getting 2. Okay, and I see none of these out, so that would be a priority.
7 bam. 3 dot. Call. 2 dot.
We have a punga 3 dots with a joker available. Okay, and I see there's no 3 bams out, and this is where my beginners would be looking at this and be like, oh, well, why should I do the 3 bam? Agatha has 3 dots up and she probably needs it. I should do the 1 bam because there's already a 1 bam out. Well, no, I'm getting the 3 bam out right now. If Agatha needs it, I want her to call it now, then rather than holding it and giving her Mah Jongg later. I hope that makes a little bit of sense there.
3 bam. 9 dot. 1 dot. Call. 8 dot.
Okay, so she was not needing that 3 anyway, but she's playing 1s and 3s and probably line 2 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, or line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, line 6, 6A. So either of those 2 hands for our friend Agatha there. Now there's the 8 dot. I think that I ended up giving up early in the Charleston coming out. All right, so now you see there's 2 4 bams and there's a 1 bam, and what's not on the table are the 8 cracks, and I don't want to give them up quite yet. Now, knowing that there's only 1 bam, one bam on the table, my choice would be to do that one rather than the 4 bam. So that's just the way I do it.
1 bam. 1 crack. 3 crack. 4 crack.
Okay, here we go. 2 dots out already, so we're doubling up. You see how early you're doubling up on
2
stuff,
dots.
right?
Green.
Okay, there's a green.
3 bam. 8 crack.
Here's an 8 crack. A lot of my tiles are going out already. 7 dot is not out yet, so that says to me, get that out right now.
7 dot. 9 bam. 1 crack. 2 crack.
Not much movement with my hand right now. There's no 6 bams out, so certainly that would be my preference right now.
6 bam, north. 6 crack. 1 bam.
All right, now I have 3 reds. So the 5th hand down is certainly nicer if I could grab a couple of flowers or another joker. That hand could happen.
4 bam. 2 crack. South. 9 bam.
Nope, it is not happening. So no 7 cracks out. Again, what does that say? It says get it out now.
7 crack. 9 bam. Joker swap. West.
I would have liked that. All right, well, I'm not going to call the West at this point and put it up with my only jokers. That would be kind of silly to do at this point. If I had had the flowers or even 1 flower and maybe another West. So this is kind of yuck.
9 crack.
It's the way it goes. Okay, so now I have 2 8 cracks and an 8 bam in my hand. 1 8 crack is on the table. We could talk about this and see what it looks like as far as what we can do here. So the east and west for line number 3, those are pungs. That makes it kind of nice. But, you know, I'd need the jokers in here more than I would for the pung. That is a challenging situation right now. It really is, because I just, you know, to go that way only is probably not the smartest thing to do right now. I'm really hoping I can pick up a flower or another joker or so. Oh, that would be really nice to be able to work on line 5, because I think that's probably going to be a great option there. So, I mean, it really, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I could call the red, I could call the east. I got 1 flower. Oh, yeah, it's really challenging. And there's 1 soap and 1 green out. So I've wanted to hold the 8s. I don't know. I'm not really sure that that's going to be my best choice. I think I should go for, you know, keep an eye open on line 5 and line 7. What's your vote? I want my expert players to give me a vote. Would you do that, or would you keep an eye on the hand on line 5, 4, and not, yeah, 4 and 5? Which ones would you go for? Carlene says her card is not matching with the lines that I'm naming on the 2026 card. Charlene, and I might want to ask, where did you get your 2026 card? If you got a National Mahjong League card, it should match exactly with what I'm referring to. If you didn't, and you're not playing with a National Mahjong League card, then, you know, it's kind of hard. Okay, so lines, Phyllis says line 7, I can discard a red. That is true, but not line 5. Line 5, I need 4. I need a Kong. Charlene, send me a picture if you can. Text it to me, by the way. You could text it to me right now. I'll give you my number. Take a picture, a screenshot of the left panel, the middle, and the right panel. I just want to take a quick look at it. Anyway, so yes, Phyllis, you are absolutely right. So my question is, do I keep track of line 3? I'm sorry, 4 and 5, or 5 and 7? Can I get a little vote? Anybody want to chime in there. I see YouTube did say line 4. Yeah, line 4 is a possibility. I have 2 line 4s. I have no flowers and I need 6. I know. I'm always hoping for at least 1 or 2, and those are pungs, so they're so much easier to get. Line 7, somebody said line 7. 5 and 7. I have a 5 and 7. Nice, nice, nice. Line 5 and 7. 5 and 7. I mean, that's kind of my, oh, I have a 4 and 5. I'm kind of thinking 5 and 7. I know it could be crazy. It may not work out at all, but we can't keep everything. So I am gonna, and I have a weird feeling that the 8 BAM is being used by one of my opponents. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do line 5 and 7. Let's see. It could blow up in my face, but it'll be fun trying. Oh my God. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah,
8
I
battle,
see,
9 dot.
okay, see, so there's a lot of predictability in this game. And it kind of just proved my choice, our choice, because we said we did this together, was a good choice. If I had gone for that, the 8s, that 8 would have become hotter and hotter and hotter as time went on. So this was a good decision to make. That east and west with those 8s would have not been working out too good for me.
9 crack.
All right, 3, 1, 3, 3, 5. It could be, and I don't see. Oh, there was 1, 3 crack out early on. Maybe she wasn't able to call it. Let's see if that's the one of the 2 hands that she might need it for.
3 crack. North. Green.
There's a green. One more chance to get a green.
2 crack.
Oh, there's another east. So the east with the flowers and the reds just got a little stronger. Well, let's get this out. Maybe Joe is playing with 8s and he's going to put up a joker and I'm going to get some joker bait. Whoa, wouldn't that be north? No, I'm reading on the text and it says 4 north. I meant, wouldn't that be nice? 4 north, where are you? Just got on. I do not have 4 north. I have 4 east and a west in my hand. We are looking at either line 5 or 7 right now. We'll see. Those 2 hands are what we're kind of looking at.
Crack. So
Oh, darn. All right, there's a second soap.
Joker swap. 2 bam.
God, they're not letting me get any of those, are they?
1 bam. 1 crack. 7 crack. 7 crack. 5 bam.
Well, amazing. Okay, so we're just going to continue on here. It doesn't really matter which, but there are more than 1 9 BAM out. So I'm just going to do the 8, just thinking that Joe may still need them. We don't know though. So if you think somebody needs something and you want a chance at making your hand, you need to get it out right then and there.
8
Except for
crack,
at the
2
very
crack.
end when you need to play
6 bam.
defensively.
6 bam.
My, it is amazing. Okay, 4 crack, 1 early on, and maybe Joe's doing 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see what happens.
4 crack. Red.
No. Wow, that's a tough, tough, tough decision. Would you guys call it for East and Reds with the pung of flowers? Could I be lucky enough to get a flower or 2 or another joker? Right? Yes. Yes, Randy, it is. The hand on 5 is what I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers with my easts and reds and hoping for the flowers. Yes, not line 4. Okay, so anyway, what do you guys think? Should I call it? I think somebody in YouTube said yes. Call. Charlene said call. Anybody else want to say call? Pam said call. Yeah. She's the Mahjong police, okay? I'm just saying. She's the Mahjong police on here. You have any questions? You ask Pam. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm gonna call it. It's only a game. It's fun. You take some chances. Sometimes things will work, sometimes they won't, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. And I can't really say it's my rule of four because I can't really use those four dragons anywhere else at this point, but we're gonna just take a chance. Why not? I'm gonna call that.
Call. 9 bam. 9 dot. West. 2 bam.
And we'll just see what happens.
9 crack. 5 bam. South. Green.
Okay, there's the third green, so the green has to go. We don't need it anyway for the east and west anyway, so we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the west.
West. 3 bam. 9 crack. 6 bam.
Okay, um, we're good there, but who else needs the fives? The fives, I was looking at Agata. Wes has no other tiles exposed, and so we don't know what he's doing. And those fives, 26 tiles left. I do have, it's almost a full wall. I know I didn't mention this early, but I look at the game in thirds. So begin game, first 33 tiles, the middle game, the second 33, and the end game, the last 33. We're just into that. So I'm going to take a chance. If Wes calls Mahjong on that 5 dot, I'll just congratulate Wes, but I want to take a chance at that at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have a feeling 5, 6, 7, 8 or Wes. We'll see who might need it.
5 dot. 6 dot.
Nobody.
Call. 4 dot.
Aha. Okay, so we have Joe with a Punga 6 dots and 2 jokers up, and well, 2 jokers, 2 6 dots are already out. There's one more available. All right, so is Joe playing? What is he playing? So 6, 7, 8, 9. Consecutive run, line 4B. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7.89. Bam, I believe that's it. Let's go ahead, and of course, if you think I'm wrong, please just go ahead and put it into chat, and I'll keep an eye.
Call. 5 bam.
All right, now we have a little bit more of a clue for Wes. He's got a pung of flowers with 4 dots. There are only a few hands with pungs of flowers, so let's take a look to see which one it could be with a pung and 4, with a Kong of 4 dots there. Let's see, we've got, the only one I could see is the second from the bottom of 2, 4, 6, 8, which is a good example of a hand where any tile can be hot till the very, very end. So if you really want to take a look, we know he's going to need cracks or bams up front. Let's see what's out there for the cracks and bams, because this is kind of fun to do it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bams out. 3 only. Okay, and then let's look at the 4 cracks. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 cracks. Am I missing anything? I see 3, 4 bams and 3, 4 cracks. Those are the most of the 2, 4, 6, 8s that are actually out. Wait, 6 bams. Oh, 4, 6 bams out. So he must be playing 2, 4, 6, 8 in cracks for those singles. Let's look at the 6 cracks. 1. All right, 2 cracks. 1, 2. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Oh, right, the 8 bam is up. Well, no, because we already have 4, 6 bams out. So he's not playing 6 BMs, and he couldn't anyway, because like you said, the 8s are up there. So that is definitely cracks. Okay. Yep. That's good, Pam. He's got the 8s are up there. That's a good reason why he's not playing 2, 4, 6, 8 in BM. So cracks. So he needs a 2, 4, 6, or 8 crack.
9 dot. Joker swap. Flower.
Ooh, 23 tiles left. And Joe doesn't need flowers. And Wes needs flowers. So this is a very interesting set of circumstances. Do we call that flower and put up jokers? Or do we just break our hand up at this point and play defensively? So let's think about it. If I put the jokers up and Wes takes the flowers, the jokers, he's in no different position than he would have been if he didn't take them, because what he needs are singles. Am I thinking that through right? So I'm almost thinking it might be worth the chance. If anybody else needed the flowers for a pair, then I would be more concerned. But do you guys, are you following me? Just give me some idea. There are 3 flowers left, yes, but it's not as much about the 3 flowers left as it is about me calling the flower and putting it up with 2 jokers. My thinking is that even if Wes had those, right? And he exchanged them out, any of the jokers for a flower. Yeah, well, he needs 6 flowers, right? So he doesn't really need my flowers, is what I'm trying to get at, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and call it because I think it's an okay move right now. But if it's wrong, I'll find out too. I'm going to do it. Okay, so I need a pung.
Call.
Okay, and I will go ahead and get rid of, it doesn't really matter at this point.
Green. 4 crack.
Now I get lucky
1
enough,
crack.
I can get a couple of jokers,
Joker swap. 2 bam.
and maybe he did it to have a safe tile. I don't know why he would take it, but anyway. 1 dot is good as well.
1 dot. 4 bam. Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Okay, so, all right, so here's the deal. Joe had the jokers. I mean, Joe had the flower in their hand. So that's a good reason not to do that. Okay. So basically, that's a good lesson here. So it probably was the time for me to break up my hand and play defensively at that point. In hindsight, I'm thinking yes, 100%. It could have gone my way for sure. But now I realized I was kind of blindsided thinking about Wes and thinking he had the flowers, and yet it was not. It was Joe who did the exchanges. So not a good idea to do that at that point. But we do this because these are our learning experiences and learning opportunities. But fun just trying it and seeing how it works out. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. It really is not a good decision to put up any exposures with flowers late in the game if there are still tiles left to be exchanged. So that was a good example of that. Okay, let's start our next one.
First Charleston.
Except 9's out. Debbie is right. Well, yeah, somebody was mentioning Debbie is right. I meant, but no, I mean, no, I was right about Wes, but not right about Joe, who ended up winning. But that's okay. So we're going to sort by suit. Again, it's all a great learning experience, and I keep learning as I play. So that's what's really cool. And do you have, you have the right to take chances. I mean, of course you do, but I think I should have played defensively. No jokers here, no multiples. So what do I do when I have no jokers or no multiples? I will sort my tiles into evens and odds. And I've got more evens than I do odds. So I'm going to look at those right now. I do see like numbers with eights. I see 2, 4, 6, 8 category and like numbers, which is great. Now I want to decide if there's something else that I want to bring into this mix from here to maybe connect a run of sorts. So let's look at, I see more high-end numbers. So let's look at 6, 7, 8, a tiny little piece of a hand, tiny little pieces, but nonetheless, we call that, there's no gap in there as far as we have a piece of every grouping, but we have missing tiles. Of course, we're always going to have missing tiles. So if I think about what I'm going to keep from there, it's going to be the 7 crack right now, and maybe also for the same reason, maybe I'll keep this 7 bam, and maybe I even have 5 through 9. I don't want to get trapped into just one thing like this. This is a common beginner thing, collecting all of these. Matter of fact, they would do that too. And then just disregarding everything else and hope that something does come in that run. And it's a possibility. I was keeping this anyway, but I don't want to get focused on just a one suit run either. So I do like the idea that we do. Oh my God, we have so many good options, but we have a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8. And I want to go back to 2, 4, 6, 8 and see if there's something in there that maybe isn't as important. So I know that if I were to collect singles, I would want those there. Excuse me, for my 2, 4, 6, 8. And I would want um, the eights because I know that there's a hand in there. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Let's see, what else would I want to keep? Maybe instead of the mixed suit run, maybe I'll keep the same suit run, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5 through 9. And I'll go with this. I mean, if I want to go with singles and pairs, I would keep all that. That would be singles and pairs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, right there. I could do that. That would even keep me with a 2 suit run. 6, 7 bam, 8 bam, 9 bam. Plus the singles and pairs line too. I think I'm going to do that. That is a pretty pass. But I'm not passing a pair. Hopefully Wes is not using those. Could be like numbers. Could be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. We've got our dragons now, and so when I see dragons, I think of any like numbers as well. You guys get your thinking caps on because I'm probably going to ask you for some uh, assistance here. So we've got all that. What else? Can I keep the 2, 4, 6 4 line number as well for the third from the bottom in 2, 4, 6, 8? That kind of is nice as well. Keeping 2, 4, 6, 8, and that is pretty. That hand is like right there, starting from the 2. Right there, line third from the bottom. We got all that for there. So that's kind of pretty. So, like numbers with eights, the 2, 4, 6, 8, third from the bottom. I think I'm liking this a lot. 2, 4, 2s and 8s, 4 and 6. We have another hand, which is, A little more challenging, but it's right there. That's line 2, 2468, line 2. So that's kind of an interesting little hand right there. Let me put that back right there. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. Oh, somebody's going to end up with these beautiful 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 tiles. We just got these. See, that's a beautiful pass. You know, you can't break up what you want to keep all the time. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass it out. That was beautiful. That's a whole hand right there too, right? Let's do this. Now I get that 2, which unless I were changing out, or if I was doing 2s and 8s with 4s and 6 in the middle. So let's talk about that. Flowers, 2s, 4, 6, and 8. I would never put all my eggs in that basket because those 3 pairs, that's risky. So if I'm going to continue, I'm going to stay on course with my, right now, like numbers with 8s and my third from the bottom, 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. Just what I'm going to do. So we're going to continue. You know, I would like to keep the 2, but it's not a good reason to stop it because I don't just have one good hand. So
Second Charleston.
now we're going. And I, hope that I get something new, but I didn't. And I still didn't. And it looks like nobody wanted 1, 3, 5, 7, 9s, interestingly enough, so far.
Courtesy pass.
Look at that. Amazing. Totally amazing. And I didn't want to change course, or direction. Now this could help for like numbers. So we'll save that for sure.
9 bam.
And I don't think the 4 is going to work. The only way it would work would be is if we keep an eye on, actually, we're better off with keeping an eye on 2, 4, 6, 8 in BAMs for singles or dots, and then changing up the 8 if we have to. Well, let's see what
9
happens.
crack.
Because I know that the 4 crack, I believe, in the 9 crack would be the best first discards to go out. Oh, there's a 9 bam out already. Aha, I got it. So there's a green. We don't need both of those. Let's see, 2s and dragons and 8s and dragons. Hindsight now, line 4 could have been a good one. I gave up the 2 dot, which wouldn't be the one I would want. So it would either be 2 bams and dragons and 8 cracks. Nah, I don't think that's going to be the
4 crack. So
the deal.
East.
We wouldn't need that for like numbers, so we'll see what
7
happens.
bam.
Oh, another. Interesting, but not interesting enough.
9 bam.
But I'll hold
6
it for a
dot.
little bit. All right, so there's a 6 dot. So we're going to keep an eye on that.
So north.
Second soap.
7 dot. 3 dot. 2 dot.
There's that
6
2 dot.
crack. Call 5 bam.
Ah.
9 crack.
Hung a 6 cracks with a joker exchange available.
8 crack.
There's an 8, which I would like in my hand.
1 crack. 6 dot. South.
Second 6 dot right there. So I have 2 more chances.
9 crack. 5 dot. 2 dot. 7 dot. Flower.
No jokers. It makes it
8
very,
dot.
very challenging. Oh, I'll grab that. I'll grab that for sure if nobody takes it before me. Ooh.
6 bam.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab that. Because the third hand from the bottom doesn't have flowers and the second any like numbers doesn't. The third one does, but I think it's more important for me to grab that because if I don't grab it, somebody else is gonna grab
Joker
it.
swap. 5 bam. 3 crack. 3 crack.
I'm a little desperate for
3 dot.
jokers.
North. 7 dot. 8 dot.
Okay.
1 crack. 9 dot.
See, I
Stop.
know what I'm keeping and I know that right now everything that's coming in is going out. So those
4
are the
dot.
things that can help you.
Call. 1 crack.
Oh, very nice. I will grab that joker as well. All right, Agatha, may I have your joker, please?
Joker swap. 9 dot. 1 bam. 7
All
dot.
right, well, hopefully a
Stop.
tile or something will come in to give me some good direction here.
9 dot. 1 bam. 5 bam. 2 dot.
Okay, 5 crack, sounds, smells, looks like it's a fresh tile, which means if I want to have a chance at winning, I got to get it out.
5 crack. Call. 1 bam.
Okay, that was predictable. I should have said I think Wes is going to call it, but that is predictable.
East.
Or was predictable, I should
2
say.
bam.
All righty, well, we've kind of set our course here, but let's see. Agatha, maybe you'll call this 4 and I can do another little joker bait on you. Well, that would be nice. So let's just see 2, 4, yeah.
4 bam. Call. East.
Oh, well, I'll take it from Joe.
North.
I'll get him any way that I can get him. Let's put it that way. Joe, may I have your joker, please?
Joker swap.
Thank you. All right. All right. So let's take a look at this. I need to kind of, refresh here and take a quick look at what's going on. So our 2, 4, 6, 8 singles, we've got 1 out and where's the other guy? 2 out. So there's 2 more chances of me getting that tile in to go for that third from the bottom. Right now with our jokers, we're still weak in being able to call those 8s right now, so that's not so promising. If we look at the second any like numbers hand, got that there, we got that there. We have 2 chances at getting a soap. And so it is still very, very weak right there. I mean, it is weak. Both hands, if I call something, and I know, let's just say I do end up having to call because we said there was what 1 8 dot is out. Well, we're doing 2 4 6 8 up front for that one. 2 8 dots. So let's see, 8. There was another 8 out. 8 crack. So if I did call it, I mean, it's because like I am thinking I better just do something. In any event, let me get this back up here so that I don't accidentally throw out something. Put these, I don't like to put my jokers in the mix until I really know where they're going. One thing for sure, Wes, we didn't talk about Wes. Wes 5, 6, 7, 8. There is the only other hand he could be doing is 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. It was similar to Joe. I think Joe's previous exposures were those 2 choices. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 in 3 suits. Could be. But if it were maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. If I'm looking at the 6 dots and the 7 dots, and the 7 bam, and I think 5, 6, 7, 8 evens number 4. Evens number 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mentioned that earlier, and I think it was, what did we say about that? eights and dragons and twos and dragons. I don't have any two cracks. It could happen because I was missing those twos. But nonetheless, let's get rid of the four because it's my turn to get rid of something. And I think the four is what's going.
4 crack, south. 3 dot. 1 crack. 3 dot. 1 bam. 1 dot. So.
Ooh, one more chance at getting that baby. Ooh, 2 bam and 8 crack. Yeah, 2 bam would be nice, but I don't have the 2 bams yet. So, you know, possibly I just wouldn't want to call 2 bams with all those jokers at this point. But yes, I hear you, Yvonne. I hear you. We'll keep an eye.
9 bam. 9 bam. West. 1 dot. 1 dot. 3 crack. North.
35 tiles. We're almost getting into 33 tiles will be the end game.
East.
Okay. Twos and dragons and eights and dragons. Twos. Of course, we could use jokers for everything, right? So that could be a possibility. And keeping the eights because the any like numbers line 2, we have one more chance at that soap. Maybe we'll keep that as an option. Now my question becomes, I can do a joker exchange and take that other 4 right now, and I think that might be the way to go. That way, I then have one more tile toward either the twos and dragons, eights and dragons, or any like numbers. I think you guys will all agree with me, huh? What do you think? Take the 4 dot, right? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 4 dot. Yep. All right. So I've abandoned that whole 2, 4, 6, 8 hand completely with all of these dragons. It doesn't even make sense. And Yvonne's suggestion about the twos and dragons and eights and dragons might very well work out. So I gave it a little bit of thought early on. I wish I had a few more twos or something. All right, so let's do that.
Joker swap.
Thank you so much, Agatha. I appreciate your help there. And we will do our 6 bam now. That 2, I don't know. I don't think it wouldn't be Agatha's and it wouldn't be Joe's. Okay, well, I think we're good anyway, regardless. So let's do it.
6 bam, west. 8 dot.
Would I even consider it at this point? I don't think so. I would have to call that for a pung. And then I only have 1. Randy, if you said something, put it in chat because I can't hear you across the whole house. But it wouldn't even make any sense for any like numbers because there's only 1 soap left, and that would be very, very risky. So we're going to just say goodbye.
3 crack. 9 dot. 6 dot. 5 dot. 6 bam.
Look at that. Very nice, huh? So we need, what do we need?
2 dot. 2 bam.
Okay, so we need a 2 bam. What's going out? Flowers. More bams, flowers. 4s. We don't need okay, so if we call this, we're putting it up with 3 jokers and 1 2 bam is out. That's it. So there is no other hand other than, oh, wait a minute, did we decide? No, hold on. It wouldn't be Agata because it wouldn't be 2, 4, 6, 8 because the 4 is up there in the singles. Is there anything else I'm missing, guys? Here? Randy said wait on this and don't call it yet. Interesting because there's 24 tiles left and that would be a good thought to wait. I can't do 2 dots and 8 BAMs. I don't know, your name isn't coming through because it's YouTube, but I can't do that because there's 3 soaps out right now and I can't do that. I could I could keep this because I could do 2 cracks and 8 dams, either one. The 8 dot is the one that I don't need. So I could keep this as a safety measure. That way I could do, all right, so Randy said to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 for, oh, for Agata, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. If she's doing 2, 3, Wes may have my 8s, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good chance that Wes has my 8s because that's what Wes is playing, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 suit or 2 suit, probably good chance it's with 8s. There's 1 8 out early on. Oh my God, what do I do? Should I call or should I hold? This is really a challenge. My goodness gracious. I kind of want to wait, and with so few tiles left, I think I want to wait. And I'm going to play a little bit defensively, I think. Just for a moment. Let me make sure there's only 1 2 BAM out right now. But if Agata has 2 BAMs, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait. Judy says wait. Who has the 2 crack? Yeah. It could be Agata.
5 crack. 7 BAM.
Oh my God. Look at that. That's nuts. That's nuts. Let's look at this now. Just because I want to see what it looks like. If we changed it up. Oh, it would bring us a little further away, wouldn't it? Let's see how that would look. So 8 dots, there's 3 out. So that's an impossibility. I would have to use 3 of these. And those would be weak on the 4. That I can't even go to like numbers anymore. So it's not even, where were you when I needed you? That's a song, and I won't sing it for you because you guys will not like it, my voice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stick with our plan. 2 crack, 2 BAM, depending. 5, 6, 7, 8 for Wes. It could be. I have no idea. This is going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, geez, I got these beautiful jokers. Even Quince, it's too late. Even Quince, it's too late. That ship has sailed. Could have done so much. Well, what about, kind of funny, what about Winds and Dragons line 2? I would need 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'd have to really study the board. So anyway, okay, so what are we doing? We're getting rid of the soap. And we're keeping the 8 BAM, the 8 crack, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Yeah.
So 9 crack, 7 bam,
Sometimes it's just
west.
fun trying to see what happens. Oh my God, look at that. Okay, so now it's going to be again a two bam or an 8 crack that we're going to end up going with, right? One of those two. And at that point, I could take a chance at 17 tiles left. I mean, with the jokers, again, it's do we put up jokers? Depends, I guess. All right, we're going with the 8 dot, although the 8 bam could be extremely, let's see, 5, 6, 1, 7. Yeah, see, no, 3 sevens out. I don't think I have to worry about West with 5, 6, 7, 8. Not with me with 5 jokers here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of
8 dot,
this.
green.
All right, so I don't need that because I've already got my Pung.
4 crack, 5 dot,
And look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. Wes, may I have your
Joker
Joker,
swap.
please? I don't think I've ever in the past, what, almost 3 years I've been doing this. I don't think I have ever done that many Joker exchanges. I just made everybody Jokerless, but nobody's gonna win. If they win, it would be amazing because I've got all those Jokers. All right, which one is the smartest to get rid of? Which do I have the most chances of getting the 2 crack or the 2 dot? Um, so Agatha could be doing 2, 3, 4, 5. Is she doing it with cracks or dams? You gotta help me out with this because I'm really having, I do not see a lot of 2 cracks. I do see 2, 3 cracks. I see 3, 3 cracks. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2 bam, 3 bam. 2, maybe it's 2 bam, 3 bam, 4 dot, 5 dot. Yes. Those are the least out. Yes. Okay. So 2 bam is the one that I let go earlier, right? 2 cracks. How many did we say are out? And those are also pungs up front. 2 threes. There's 3, 3 cracks out. So I think I keep, wait a minute. I keep the 8 bam. Well, wait a minute. If there's 2, 3 cracks out, then that means, okay, so I keep the 8 crack. Am I thinking of it the opposite way and hope the 2 bam comes out? 2, 3. Oh my God, this is way too much thought. You know that during a game you can't. Okay, so I'm thinking the right way. Keep the 8 crack. Okay, and get rid of the 8 bam. Well, this is what we're gonna do. All right, so now we could put our jokers where they go. And they could go there or there. So 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay, I have a feeling Wes has 5, 6, 7, 8. But here we go.
8 bam, 5 bam, 6 dot, 1 dot.
Darn. 4, 2, 4, 1. Okay. I think we're good with this one too.
6 bam, 7 bam, west. 3 bam,
6 tiles left. There it is. Oh, God. Honey, have the glass of wine ready for me, please. Okay, that was a bizarre happening. Okay, so we're going to call this, even though I thought of it at the beginning for a moment, Yvonne, we're going to call this, I believe you were the one who said, what about that? And that was before I even had any 2s. I didn't have all these jokers. We're going to call this Yvonne's hand. This is crazy that this has happened. Okay. Fun,
Mah Jongg.
fun watching that hand develop. Oh my God. That gave me a little bit of a headache. Oh, that was challenging. Let's look at what everybody had. Okay, so, oh, I wasn't even thinking of Agatha playing 2, 3, 4, a mixed suit run. What? Really? And she's got an 8 bam. Oh my goodness. And Joe, which was really hard to know what he was doing with just that one exposure there. Um, the 2, 4, the one we were keeping an eye on at one point, or maybe it was the last hand. And West 5, 6, 7, 8, all in one suit. Or pung pung, Kong Kong. Wow. All righty. That one gave me, oh,
First
I
Charleston.
swear I need, I don't know, glass of wine won't help a headache, so I don't know what I'm thinking of, but oh, gee, look at this hand. I always put my Winds and Dragons down here for a moment in time. Let's concentrate on our multiples, and that would be our 3s and our 9s, moving them up front. 3s and 9s. What category? Oh, 3, 6, 9. Well, what do you know? All right, so we've got the 3, 6, 9. So if we're going to keep that category, we need to keep all of the category tiles, not just the same suit. I see that happening a lot with the beginners. They just think it's about one suit. No, this game is about one suit, two suits, and 3 suits. You've got to be able to see it all. What else could we keep an eye on here? What about maybe, I don't know, do we want to keep the east and south for the hand in 3, 6, 9 that has the news? Of course, with our 3, 6, 9 the way it is, with those cracks, not the best choice, but I can certainly keep it as an option. All right, what else might I want to keep from this section here? I don't know. Maybe the 8, because the 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, the more you can see, the more chances you have of making Mahjong. You know, if some of this is like far-fetched, I think that last hand was as far-fetched as you could have gone. And look what happened. Craziness. All right, so I got a 3 and I got a 9. And I do see that bottom concealed hand happening right there. Very pretty. I did get 2 8s. Honestly, I'm going to keep all of this right here, and I'm breaking that 8 up, and I'm going to do that because the news hand doesn't really make all that much sense with what I have here. So I'm going to do that, and I'll do that. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to hold this because there is a hand with the matching dragon. I'm going to do this. I think I could do a blind pass, but maybe even the floating pair hand doesn't make sense, second from the bottom, because of the fact that I have all those 9s. If I didn't have all those 9s, I could see maybe doing it with the 3s as the pair. But this is where I would probably think if I want that chance of doing that bottom concealed hand, giving myself more flexibility with 3, 6, and 9 and dots, but then I would have to choose, and I'd probably end up getting rid of that if I had to choose. But this is where I might say, go slow after the first left because I may stop it. I could go with the 3 dot to maximize what I get. I'm tending to want to do it that. Let's try it. See, I would have had both, and I still would have continued. I would have had the 3 dot and the 9 dot, and I would have gotten rid of this because I don't have just one hand. So in that case, I may get that back, but I need to keep a an exposed hand open. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to pass those three.
Second Charleston.
And it's nice when you don't have to think too much about what you're doing. I got the 3 back. I could hold it. Maybe I'll get the 9 back. It gives me double the chance of getting those singles for that bottom concealed hand. All right, let's do 2.
Courtesy pass.
We'll do 2.
East.
I didn't get it back. That's okay.
So,
But that's another reason why I do take and discard anything that came back at the end of the Charleston. So if my opponents knew that strategy, they should get that 6 out right away if they're not using it. Maybe, we'll see. All right, so those 2 first, and then I'll start doing new tiles that I get in.
4 bam, 5 bam.
I need some
South.
help with this hand. I
3
need
dot.
a flower if I want to do that hand. You know, last year we had that same suit, flowers, 3 + 6 = 9. I kind of miss that hand. I don't know about you guys, but I do miss that hand a lot.
5 dot. Green. 9 dot. Call. 7 crack.
Oh, so the 9, Agatha needed it. Aha. I got your drift there, girl. And 7 or 2, either one.
7 bam. North. Green. 4 dot. 2 dot. Green.
Jeez.
6 dot.
Jeez.
South.
Wow. Look at that. I'd have to give up so much for that floating pair hand to do that. The only thing I could hope for is keep this. Here's my thinking. Keep this if I do get that single 6 and hopefully get a flower. But a backup, I need a backup. So my backup could be 3, 6 bam, 6 crack, 9 crack, which would be line 1A. I think that the floating pair hand is just, it doesn't make sense only because of what's going on with all those 9s and the pair of 6s right now. Unless you see something else that I'm missing, this is what I'm thinking. Back up line 1A, 3, 6 bam, 6, 9 crack. Get rid of the 3 dots. If you see anything else, or this is the time when you hear me being like, what am I going to do? Oh my God. Okay, so what do you think? Anybody have any question to do that? I'm going to get rid of these 3s. That just makes sense to me.
3 dot.
Good.
North.
You don't say anything. I
3
just
crack.
do my own thing, right? Okay, well, we are not taking that baby, of course.
6 crack.
And we're not obviously taking that baby. Concealed hand. Oh, not always the way. That's 1, 6 went out already. 3, 6, 6, 9. Nope.
6 dot. East. 8 bam. 1 crack. 7 crack. 8 bam.
Now you could just
8
play
bam.
kind of quickly.
East.
Because it's early. We're not going to keep
8
anything.
dot.
Get
So,
everything out.
North. West.
Very interesting, isn't it?
3 dot. 1 dot. 2 bam. Call. 7 bam. Joker swap. 1 crack. 7 crack.
Wow. I should have gone for the singles and pairs. Another one where I have
South.
no jokers.
1 crack. 4 crack. 4 bam.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So the bottom concealed hand is still alive. It's still alive like this. It's still alive. I get one flower, I'd be happy. I get the 6, I'd be happy. My choice, of course, is going to be to get rid of the red at this point. And my backup plan is 3, 6, 6, 9, I believe. I think that might be the best choice right now. I mean, line 3 is not bad either, but I got to fill in a Kong for that red. And this one here, my fill-in is a Pung and one shy of the Kong for the 6. So I think I'm going to do this.
Red. 1 dot. 4
We'll
crack.
see what happens. I don't want to accidentally discard that yet.
7 bam.
Give me a sign, please, somebody.
5 dot.
Give me one
4 crack.
tile that helps
8
me
crack.
make a
6
good
dot.
decision. Not
5
that
dot.
one.
4 dot. 1 crack. 7 bam. 8 dot call. 8 crack.
Okay, Joe, we got Joker Exchange up there. Nope, it's not available, but we got the 9 dot still available.
9 bam.
Ooh, Wes, may I have your Joker, please?
Joker swap.
All right, it looks like our backup plan might have to take place. So let's see what it looks like. Bottom concealed hand or an exposed hand where we can use jokers with everything. Right? So for this one, once I discard, Randy, put it into chat if you're talking to me, please, honey. If I go for the concealed hand, I'm missing one of the singles and I'm missing a pair. I don't have part of that, right? So what's not aligned? I don't see what's not aligned. 3, 6, 6, 9. I don't know. Can anybody else guide me here, or does anybody else want to make a suggestion? Would you think that this is the better choice here? I'm one tile further away. No, actually, it's the same, right? Because if I did 3, 6, 9, and I need the flowers, it's the same. So this is the smarter one right here. Line 1A, 3, 6, 6, 9. I'm going for it. Beside for the fact that, let's see, 1, 9 bam went out. That's not what I'm thinking in terms of Agatha. What is she doing? I don't know. But that's what I'm going to do. I've got to do this.
9 bam. 5 bam.
I got to play smarter.
2 crack. 5 crack.
2 bam. 2 dot rather. So Wes might need this, but that's okay. Joe may need this, but that's okay. Let's get it out.
2 dot. 6 dot. 5 crack. 4 dot.
Another tile that could be a needed tile, but we're just going to get it out.
4 bam. 3 bam.
Okay, so I don't need that because that's a Pung already, so we're going to ignore that.
North. West. South. 7 dot. 4 bam. 6 crack.
Okay, so were there any other 6 cracks out? 1 is out, so I have to take that. And that's okay because I only need one good pick to call the 6 bam. So I'm okay, perfectly fine. This makes sense to call it for a Kong.
Call.
All right.
3 crack. green,
Now, I need one good pick to be able to call that 6 bam, and I can call the 9 crack. I'm pretty sure that's not gone out yet either.
flower, call 1 bam,
Ooh, okay, Agatha, upon the flowers with 9s. So that would be consecutive run line 5 or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 line 5. Well, that could be a tile that he needs desperately. Let's see what happens. We're going to get it out because 25 tiles left. I still have a shot.
7 dot, 9 crack,
All right, we're going to call that for a Kong.
call 3 crack, 3 dot, 4 crack, east, 1 dot, 1 bam, 4 dot, joker swap, Mah Jongg,
Okay, well, good job, Agatha. Good job. All right, so she was playing. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that hand too. The consecutive run. Oh no, that's the one I said, but it could have been line A or B. That's right. Okay, so good job, Agatha. Well done. Good deal that I did not go with those reds because that hand would not have worked out. That was one of the ones I was keeping an eye on, line 3 of 369. And I got really close. And you see, we pivoted. Why did we pivot? Because that concealed hand, I still didn't have the singles in place. I didn't have one of the pairs in place. So I had to think about being smart. And that's where you have to be able to see these other options for sure. Line 1A, 1A, line 7 and 9. I don't know. Line 1A, Phyllis, of what hand? Oh, one hand, my hand. Oh, yeah. If you're talking about what I was doing, yes, I was doing the line 1A. Oh, never mind. Okay. All right, that's cool. So that was fun. We came close. We didn't do bad. You should be very happy if you have these results because there's only one winner at a table. Joe 678 set for Maj there, and Wes with any like numbers, line 3 was also set. So wow, good competition that game, man. Phew, that was really cool. All right, let's do another game. We'll do one more game. One joker to start. Yay! Start with our multiples, 3s and 4s. Okay, so we've got 3 and 4. We've got multiples here, and those don't connect to 3 and 4, but they do connect to 4 and 5. 4, 5 crack, 6, 7 dot. That's a possibility there. All right. What about in front of the 3, 4? Could be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that too. Let's see. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, maybe 3, 4. I mean, I kind of see 3 dot, 4 dot, 3 crack, 4 crack, and 5 bam, which is line 3. That leaves me these to get rid of. Why not? I'm good with that. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives me 1 through 5 or 4, 5 crack, 6, 7 dot. Not bad. So I think 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. It's a tough hand. I'm going to do this. I think I've got a good amount of stuff here to keep an eye on right now. We'll do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That is not I still think I have more flexibility here, and I'm going to continue. I'm at 1, 3, 3, 5. 1, 3, 3, 5. I think maybe I'm going to keep the 1, 3 crack and 3 dot for 3, 5. Keep those and break up one of the sevens right now. Or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. 1, 3, 5 with, oh yeah. Yep, I'm going to
Second
do that.
Charleston.
I want to keep all the tiles, but I can't. So look at all these 1, 3, 5, 7, 9s now. They're just like popping out. 1, 3, 5. I'm going to stick to my gut here. I have to do that. All right, so 1, 3, 5, 1 through 5, 1, 3, 3, 5. We've got lots of different options. I'm going to go ahead and try to get
Courtesy
one more
pass.
tile in. If I don't, I don't. 3. I think I'm going to do all 3 just to try to get the most in. I do not think I need that dragon, that green. I'm going to do all 3.
5 bam.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got options. So we'll just see what happens.
West.
Whoops, I didn't mean to
4
do that.
bam.
I meant to do the others first.
Flower.
And we're just going to
2
see
dot.
what comes in. And I'll do these first.
4 bam. 8 bam. 2 crack. 2 dot.
So we've got the possibility, of course, 2 dots went out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Would be, or 1, 3, 3, 5, but man, those 4s now. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to keep that for a little bit? Maybe.
8 dot. 9 dot. 9 crack. 5 dot.
Lots
Call.
of
1 dot.
options. So 1, 3, 3, 5 is kind of out the door right now because of these 5s here.
Red.
That would have been nice in my hand. One, 3, 5, and 1s.
8 crack. 7 bam. 6 bam. 9 crack.
All right, Joe, may I please have your joker?
swap.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow. All right, we'll get rid of this.
6 dot. Call. 8 crack.
Good deal. That's what I want to have happen. I don't want to hold somebody else's tiles. All right, 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3. Nope.
2 bam. 6 crack. Green.
You know, the 1 through 5, we have the 1s, we have the 3s, 4s, 5s. 1 through 5 could be a very good possibility. Very good. That's our strongest contender right now,
West.
except that one, which also would be. So the line 5 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 as well. So we've got even 3, 4, 5 with the reds possibility. Right now, the 3s are going to go. Will Agata or Joe use them for any reason and give me a little joker bait? We'll see. We'll do this.
3 dot. 7 bam.
Nope.
9 crack. 5 crack.
5 crack. Okay. Line number 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I could call that for a pung. We've got the 1s and 3s. And then we need 4 reds and a pung of flowers. There is one more still available. I don't think I want to commit yet, but if I were to commit here for 1 through 5, I have the 4. I'm only 1 tile away here from being able to make that hand. This looks like it could be the hand I might commit to. Very good possibility up. I don't call that now. That other 5 could be all the way at the end of the wall. This is a pung. It's not a pair. My chances are very good at getting that. So I'm going to call that, and I'm going to commit to line number 1, consecutive run 1A.
Call. 3 dot. 5 bam. 5 bam. Flower. 1 dot. 3 dot. 2
Give me
crack.
one. There's 1.
East. 8 bam. West. 8 crack. 3 dot.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's look at that line number 2. 1s, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nope, does not make any sense. We could hold it for just a little tiny bit.
Red. Red. 8 crack. 1 crack.
Okay, we definitely do not need that. We're not going to call anything else for anything else at this point. It
Call.
would
3
not be
bam.
smart. Oh my God. And it's a pair. So wouldn't you know it? What else could I do now? Not a thing. Let's see. No. That
4
was
bam.
just
2
cruel,
bam.
Wes. I'm saying cruel.
3 bam. 9 bam. Call. 3 bam.
Somebody discard a flower and call it and give me a joker possibility exchange, please. Oh, look at that. Agatha, may I have your joker, please?
Joker swap.
Thank you.
Flower. 8 dot. 7
Now
bam.
a 2 crack will
6
give me
bam.
Maj. Will they throw it? Wes, what are you doing? Not 1, 3, 5 anything. I don't think there's anything. Oh, you could be playing north and west. I mean, north and south, 1, 3, 5. You could be playing a few hands under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
3 crack. 9 dot. So. North. Call. Green.
Oh, you're doing north south with the 1s. Okay.
Flower. 3 crack. 4 dot. East. Flower. 6 crack. Call. 7 dot.
All right, so let's see. Now Agatha is doing 3, 6, 6, 9, either line 1A or B. Either one of those, or 6, 7 dot 8, 9, bam. And Joe is doing 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive run. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Flower.
Oh. Well, 38 tiles are left. Here's what you do at this point. You say to yourself, what are my chances of winning with a whole third of the game left? My chances are really good. If your chances are really good, then you can take the chance. It's your prerogative to take the chance. This is not the time of the game you would just play defensively. Unless you're playing in one of the advanced groups and they say if you throw an obviously hot tile, you're going to pay for the table. That's a really strict rule, by the way. Anybody ever heard of that? All of a sudden I have all these new messages. Okay, I don't know. I have to see what was going on here at 8:21. Not in 3, 4, 5 consecutive run. 3, 4. Okay. But anyway, so bottom line is I'm going to take a chance And if I give Wes Mah Jongg, I say congratulations.
1 bam, flower.
And I didn't.
6 dot, flower.
Okay. Okay.
3 bam, red. Green. 2 bam.
Wrong two. 3669.
9 dot, 6 bam. Joker swap, Mah Jongg.
Joe got it. 4567 with the Joker swap. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let me see. What did I throw? Just now I forgot. What did I throw? I threw the 1 bam. So when I threw the 1 bam, or maybe Wes had just done the Joker swap, but when I threw the 1 bam, he wasn't ready. So, it's worth taking the chance, right? Yeah, it was good. 4567. Congratulations, Joe. 2 crack is all I needed. Let's see where they are. Right there and right there. Look at that. Too far away. But good job, right? I mean, come on. Wouldn't you be proud? Or are you going to be saying, I was 1 away? The t-shirts. I was 1 away. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I think we're going to kind of end here because I don't think we could go another round, but honestly, that was a lot of fun. And I was very happy with how some of these hands went out. And boy, that last hand was crazy. Thank you so much, everybody who was watching on YouTube. I had a really nice audience, so I do appreciate you coming in and supporting me. If you're not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, please head over to MahjCon, MahjCon. Subscribe, click the bell so you get notifications. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I always post new content and special events now and then, so I want you to make sure you take advantage of all that. Again, thank you so much. Until I see you next week, practice, 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 and be well.